Good morning. Good morning, Facebook or YouTube or wherever you are watching this. Give it a minute and see if anyone wants to pop on live. I had this beautiful sunlight going on just a moment ago, and now it's past, and I had a beautiful glow and everything. But that's okay. We will continue on anyway. So welcome. If you haven't seen one of my videos before, my name's Anna Brooks, or even if you have, welcome back. I'm going to do a really quick live stream and video for you this morning. And I'm going to talk about the E word. So I will get to that in just a moment, but I need to keep you in suspense for just a sec, yeah? So what I put on here as like the tagline and everything was, would you is the word I think, would you attempt your own triple bypass surgery? And most people would go, well, no, I wouldn't. And I have a point. I am getting to a point with this. And that's fair enough, because for various reasons, including that you might not be a doctor, you might not be a surgeon, you might not be specialised in cardiac surgery, all that kind of stuff, obviously. So what it really comes down to, right, is the E word. The reason that you wouldn't do it is the E word, which is, drum roll, experience, right? And this is something that is so obvious when you ask a question like, would you attempt your own heart surgery? Everyone goes, well, no, obviously not. I'm not qualified. I don't have the experience. I'm not good at this. Like, if you think about the wealth of information that we have available to us on the internet, technology and everything, we can pretty much have access to anything, absolutely anything that we want, any information. You can actually look up and watch, videos of a triple bypass. You can learn every single step. You can go through and you can literally copy exactly what they're doing. Like, you could actually, word by word, YouTube videos, whatever else it is, you could actually learn how to do a triple bypass. But you're not going to do it. And the reason for that is the experience, right? The experience that a surgeon has in terms of the years of training that they go through, then the years of specialisation that they go through as well. And then not to mention the years that they actually spend, first of all, following other surgeons who are more experienced and being supervised by them, and then doing the surgeries themselves, right? So that experience counts for something, like very much so. And it's incredible when you apply this, when you think about it in terms of anything else in life that you may have a goal around, that you may want to achieve in your life. I'm sorry, I'm trying to balance this on my leg because my arms are sore from my workout, and instead my leg's shaking, so my arm's shaking. And instead of doing that, you're actually, rather than going to someone with experience, with a wealth of knowledge, and more importantly, the experience, but what I mean is, the time spent in the field and, having different, experience really is the only word. I'm so out of it this morning. But I know what I'm getting at, and I know that you probably know what I'm getting at. If you don't, just comment below and let me know, Anna, this is making no sense, and I'll attempt to explain a bit better later. But basically, if you think about it this way, like fitness, for example, is a big one, and an easy one for me to talk about is, I see it every single day. I come to the gym or wherever it is that I happen to be training, and basically there's people here that, and people at every gym really, that, or every other training studio, that have been doing exercise for a while, have been coming to the gym, have maybe gotten some ideas, have browsed the internet, have gone on YouTube, have gone onto different websites, have follow social media, whatever it is. They have access to this wealth of knowledge that, quite honestly, every single question, every single thing that you could ever possibly want to achieve, you could find if you look for long enough on the internet, right? You could find all of the knowledge, you could find all of the steps, you could find all of the everything, the to-do, right? There is nothing, and it could all be free, more to the point. Like, really, what sells in the end is an experience. What sells in the end is the experience, right? Because these people, while they may have spent, quite a lot of time browsing and searching and listening and watching and all this kind of stuff, what they haven't actually taken advantage of is someone else's experience in the field who is a specialist, right? So if it's a personal trainer in the gym, obviously not all personal trainers are created equal. So I'm talking about the ones that are actually quality and that have good experience and have a lot of wealth of value that they can offer to their clients. Obviously, I'm not talking about everyone. Or whether it's any other goal that you want to achieve, right? Same as you wouldn't do your own heart surgery, because even though you could find all of the information online and you could study it all and you could get it all for free and blah, 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 you still wouldn't do it because you don't have the experience. You don't know all of the ins and outs. You don't know how to actually get the best result in the shortest period of time, which is basically what someone with experience can tell you because they have been there, they have gone through it. And don't get me wrong, I'm all for building experience, and we all have to go through our own journeys. We all have to go through our own growth patterns and everything like that, for sure. But in some cases, there are shortcuts. In some cases, it's just easier to stop beating your head against the wall and basically just going, no, I'm going to figure this all out by myself, even though I have no training in this. I have no clue what I'm actually doing. I'm still going to figure this out all on my own. When there's something that's so obviously going to help you, when there's someone who is experienced in this field who is just so obviously going to help you, right? This is where the coaching industry came from. Again, same as personal training, same as anything really. There's going to be people that are really good, that have a lot of experience, that are professionals in the field, and there are going to be people who are professionals in the field, but they're not actually any good at what they do. And you can suss that out. You use your intuition. Like if you follow your gut will always tell you what's right, and will tell you when someone's not resonating with you, when something feels off. You just follow that, right? But why would you just continue beating your head against the wall, going, why isn't this working, month in, month out, year in, year out? I'm still browsing, I'm still watching these YouTube videos, I'm still doing this. Don't get me wrong, you're going to get some things right. Of course you are. There's a wealth of information. A lot of it is really, really good information. But applying it, making sense of it, and applying it into a cohesive pattern of something, that's a different story. That's where experience comes in. You might have all of these, 50 million different diet plans and 50 million different training programs and everything like that, and all of it sounds amazing and all of it sounds like something you really want to do. But if you don't really know, if you don't have the experience to actually apply it into a way that's going to work for you, you're not going to be consistent, which we all know is the whole secret to achieving any goal, is to consistently be taking the action when you're stopping and starting, and when you're doing something and then stopping and then rebounding all over the place. You're never going to actually get there. So for one, it's going to actually give you the consistency you need to get there, and that's really, really important, because otherwise, if you're going to keep just trying a new training program, trying a new diet over and over and over, you're not going to be consistent at anything for long enough to get the results, right? And this is where experience comes in. This is where someone who actually has been there, who has done it, who has, walked through this path already, can give you the shortcut. But by shortcut, I just mean get rid of some of the growth lessons, right? So give you some of the things that I know for me are so common that I'm still shocked at how many people come through the gym, and females especially are still scared to do weights. They still believe that they're going to get huge from doing weights. They still don't understand our physiology or anything like that. And even though I think that over the years the media has definitely changed and they've definitely embraced it a lot more, but there is still that underlying thing of no, weights will make you big and bulky, and all you need to do is just heaps of cardio and eat less, and just see how that goes. Just wait for the rebound of that one, right? And it's in every single industry, it's in every single goal that you may have, right? If you go to someone who actually has the experience, who actually can shortcut some of the growth lessons, not all of them, you're still going to have your own, absolutely, but just some of them, to basically go, you know what, this doesn't need to be this hard, this doesn't need to be this lengthy. If I can find a specialist that has the experience to guide me through, to guide me further, well, that's exactly why you would go to a surgeon to get surgery done, because they're going to do it. You could go do it yourself, but it's going to take time, it's going to take a lot of lessons, it's going to take a really, really long time, basically, and a lot of experience that you have to build up to get there, right? So you go to the surgeon to get it done. However, and the same thing goes with your training or with whatever goal that you happen to have. Why keep beating yourself against the wall, and why keep just pushing and searching and blah, 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 when you have someone that you could find that has a wealth of experience that can get you there faster? You're not obligated to stay with them forever. You're not obligated to do everything they say and not change your mind or whatever it is. But it can make the journey a hell of a lot easier and a lot more enjoyable, especially if you're feeling like you're pretty much at the point where you're going to give up, right? That's usually a good sign that you've gone too far on your own without any assistance. And this is what the coaching industry was born from, right? Is from basically someone who has walked the walk, who has talked the talk. Although again, I know many people have not. Who has been there and who's going to be able to guide you through that, right? So this is why I can resonate so well with my clients, because I have been through the lessons that I am teaching them. I have been there, and it's not that they're not going to have their own lessons. It's not that they're going to they're not going to learn them themselves as well, but I can definitely get them there a little bit faster. And that is, at the end of the day, we are spiritual beings in a human experience. Our human experience is limited, even if our spirit is not, right? So we only have a limited space of time here on this earth, in this human experience that we have this time around, if you believe in reincarnation or whatever. So let's make the most of it, I think. I don't know. Do you agree? Let me know. Pop a comment down below. I do love to hear from you. So make sure, if you have any thoughts, or if this is just kind of hitting home and you're just like, this is a really good reminder, Anna, I needed this, then please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. As always, if you have any other questions or anything like that, you want to get in touch with me, you can private message me on here. You can always email me, anna@annabrooks.com.au. And I think that's everything for today. So I hope you have an amazing day. Remember to live life on purpose.